not a vlogger, just like making videos. You know, and oh, what a web we weave here. Now, I didn't know Monty had some sort of backup channel, Monty Barbecue, where he's taking shots at me and so forth. And there's one particular video that grabbed my interest, and I feel that it's my duty to respond, because in his video he had a whole lot of half-truths, misinformation, you know, a whole lot of fallacies there, you know. But Monty trying to break me down, that's like watching a puppy pedal through water. You know, I'm like, he really struggles to do it. I'm like, this is not a plane he wants to, you know what I'm saying, this is not an endeavor that he wants to go through. So his best thing is to put on a Ninja Turtle mask and try to roast me, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, with roast videos, a lot of them is more effective when they're a lot more effective when you use truth. You know what I'm saying? My reputation is infallible. Reputation is everything. I'm virtually inexposable. I know that's not a word, but there's nothing I can be exposed on. I have never proven to be a liar. Now, Monty has numerous times. Monty has died numerous deaths. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. No. And that's Monty, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I've taken some hits, but I was never stunned. I was never phased, and so forth. I never had to gather my coherentness. But now let's go into Monty's rudimentary video there. Monty's, I guess his feelings are hurt because, you know what I'm saying, I become good associates with Mike Mills. And then he said, oh, you don't like Mike Mills, here's what, like, Lord. Alright, then he goes to some audio clip. I'm like, yes, me and Mike Mills had a tussle, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a verbal tussle. Alright, we went back and forth, you know what I'm saying? That's what, you know what I'm saying? I went back and forth with a lot of dudes, and that was just simple as that. I made some videos, he made some videos, you know what I'm saying? We started sparring in the comment section of multiple videos. It's no big deal. It wasn't nothing personal. It was really just tedious, petty insults, or whatever. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, Mike Mills, like his real talk videos, I agree with the majority of people on this side of YouTube when they're just talking about social issues instead of just going back and forth with YouTubers, except for Monty, because Monty's real talk videos are complete boulder dash. So therefore, even if I was cool with Monty, I can't be cool with him. I know that sounds, I just contradicted myself right there, due to the fact that his real talk videos are so trite. They are so, I'm like, they're downright embarrassing. You know, so even if I was cool, I would, you know, the type of person I am, because I'm real. You know, I'm gonna talk to Monty in the comment section. I'm saying, man, that video was garbage you did, Monty. You know what I'm saying? You literally contradict yourself 5 times. You contradicted yourself from this video, from the past video you just made, and so forth. Monty's someone who needs some sort of yes man. And I say with Monty's brand of humor, I would say that Kevin hit the nail on the head when he says Monty is more silly than having, you know what I'm saying, than really being funny, you know what I'm saying. Thing is, to have real comedic genius, you have to have a level of wit, you know what I'm saying. You have to be witty, you have to be sharp, you have to be jocular. Like, and there's a difference between, silly and just having, you know what I'm saying, that raw talent for comedy. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube's about silly stuff. I'm like, look at PewDiePie, whatever the hell his name is. The guy who got 25 million subscribers, make $4 million a year on YouTube. He's just silly. Doug Walker did a good dissertation about how people they kind of just like silly. You know what I'm saying? Silly stuff, and that's what Monty is. Let's take that recent video he did. Steroid Man running up the steps in Philadelphia, which that video was trash. First of all, that Steroid Man suit seen better days. It seems like it's coming apart at the seams. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it just seems rancid. You seems dirty and filthy, that suit does. I'm like, it seems like Monty's been wearing that suit around the house. He's been wearing that suit when he's been working on his car or whatever. I kid you not. But still, me watching that video, I'm like, is this supposed to be funny? I'm looking at ways that it could be better. But that's the thing, when you have a bunch of yes men, then it's going to be like, good video, Monty. Or in Monty's case, yes men trolls. Because we all know Monty's page is filled with more trolls than a J.R.R. Tolkien novel. Tolkien novel. But, you know, as far as that video goes, I'm like, he should have filmed that video in daytime, but maybe he was embarrassed to do something like that in public in daylight. But still, if you're going to be a funny man or whatever, that's the shit you're going to have to do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking in the broad public there. And he should have actually played the Rocky theme, you know what I'm saying? And then did the video in slow motion. It would have been a whole lot funnier. Also, you know what I'm saying, he should wear like an overlarge jumpsuit over the Muscle Man outfit, because the Muscle Man outfit just looks tore up now. But he should kind of like Hans and Franz from that old Saturday Night skit. I'm saying, oh, we're gonna pump you up. You know what I'm saying, Hans and Franz. That's see, I can think about, but he's not. Monty's not. I'm like, you're talking about someone with the intelligence quotient of a newborn baby, but it was just something that was just stupid. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Dare to be stupid. that's Monty's motto there, or whatever. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He brought up the fact that you know what I'm saying. And the thing is with me, I got a lot of videos going at black men and white men too, and you know what I'm saying, wanting to verbally spar with them, break them down, catch them on their contradictions. So I went at it with a lot of black dudes on here. But when a black man wants to kind of do something real, something positive, of course I'm gonna step in and try to help him. If I did it, then I'll be a fraud. I'll be a complete fraud if all I do is make videos and rebuttal videos and try to debate black men, but then when a black man wants to do something positive, you know what I mean, I'm just gonna take snares at him. No, I'm gonna help him out. You know what I mean? He got a blog talk radio show. I talked to the Wood Grain show until I found out what type of person Monty was, and I stepped away. You know what I'm saying? I talked on the TRS for a little bit until, you know what I'm saying, Tyrone Thompson is a big letdown, so I had to step away from that. So, you know, plus I'm a very prolific person. You know, when you talk about certain subject matters, world history, Christopher Columbus, of course, I'm going to be all in. You know what I'm saying? That's when, you know what I'm saying, all those books I read come in handy. You know what I'm saying? When you have a radio show and you need people to talk on it, rather than them just sitting up there and just being potty mouths like you see on the Wood Grain show. People just, all that is just, that's ghetto-rama over there. Just listen to that show. All it is, people say, we gonna keep real and funky or whatever. I'm like, as I said before, you know what I'm saying, when I listen to the Wood Grain show, parts of my brain go numb. You know what I'm saying? My whole left side of my body goes numb, and I have to wake it up. And I'm like, I can't even stand to watch it. Now, in making this video, I actually wanted to put together a series of clips showing off Monty's contradictions or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, it kind of I kind of lost it. It's kind of hard to do, but then my computer turned off and I'm like, oh, I got erased. But so I'm gonna just break it down just verbally. You know what I'm saying? I leave all the editing stuff to Snake Low, because he does a good job, and you know what I'm saying, editing Monty and what he said here and what he said there. But Monty in his video to Tommy Sotomayor, you know what I'm saying, when he's giving him a social media slop job, he literally said, he admitted that he was weak, and that it was the trolls. All these trolls was egging him on to keep going at Tommy, So that was his motivation. Wait up, easy, back it up. You know what I'm saying? And this came out of Monty's own mouth, that he went after Tommy because Tommy was a cancer to the black community. He felt he didn't like the way he was talking about dark-skinned women. Now he's saying that, well, you know, the trolls egged him on. But as we see that there's still trolls. I'm like, Monty surrounds himself with trolls. More trolls than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know, that's that's all he has. I'm like, and some of the wood grade trolls are stupid trolls. I'm like, if you're gonna troll somebody, it helps to be sharp, it helps to be witty or whatever. But it's like his trolls, like one troll came to my page and said hints, hints, hints. No, it's not hints, it's hints. Just like one troll came to my page and said, what is tort? You know, I'm like, because I said retort, and then he says, oh, tort is not a word they use in the streets. No, I didn't say tort, I said retort. And even if you never heard that word before, you should look at how I use it in context. Like I said, well, he said something about me, let me make my retort. That should automatically let you know that it's another word for respond, rebuttal, recourse, and so forth. But yeah, but in this corner of YouTube, I understand you're not dealing with the sharpest tools in the shed. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to people going back and forth. Now, and the reason why I brung up that whole Tommy Sotomayor kerfuffle is because, you know, Monty to this day is trying to downplay it. You know, he's trying to say that, oh, he made videos, we went back and forth. No. By this corner of YouTube's loose definition of the word stalking, that's what he was doing. Because many a times, Tommy has told Monty to leave him alone. Now, if we go back into those days, Monty has like on like 5 different occasions, Monty said the beef was over. He's not making no more videos towards Tommy. And then he went right back into doing it. Why? Because his views slipped or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or he's weak-minded and he let the trolls do it or whatever. You know? And that sort of weakness, you know what I'm saying? My father wouldn't stand for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, strong male leadership. That's what we're missing. But, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it went. And Monty tapped dry of resources. He had to get on video and make peace with Tommy. He didn't even really have to do that, you know. But he wanted to get Tommy's because he pissed off all his regular fans. So therefore, he wanted to get Tommy's fans and so forth to ride on his side. And it's funny because Tommy has constantly made a mockery out this dude, but Monty is such an idiot. He doesn't know that when he's being played for the fool. Like even in a when Tommy did a support video for Monty, or only because in spite of Tyrone Thompson, because Tyrone ran Monty off YouTube, sent him into exile. Tommy said Monty was a little slow. Now, many times, you know what I'm saying, that's what Tommy said about Monty, you know what I'm saying, that he's not all there, his guy seems like he's mentally handicapped, and a lot of people have noticed that. So why would Monty become Tommy's lapdog is beyond me. Well, I know why. And so therefore, now, we're going into when Tyrone Thompson made Monty skedaddle. Monty said, when Monty called back on YouTube, he had the audacity to say that he left because of he wanted to get away from the negativity. Yeah, right. And if that's true, if you believe that, then I have an igloo in the Sahara Desert I want to sell you. Because that's funny, because Monty jumped right back into the negativity. Nobody was paying him attention. He was done. And he had to, he made some roast videos against me, against... you know what I'm saying, Kevin. I'm like, he wanted to do what he wanted to do to try to become relevant. But when he was going at TRS, Tyrone Thompson, real hard, he literally said that he's not doing it because of Tommy, he's doing it because it's personal. Hold up, easy, back it up. Now, if that was the case, when Monty came back to YouTube after Tyrone Thompson, you know what I'm saying, gave him Das Boot. And well, when he exposed him, you would think that Monty would have came back with anger and fury against Tyrone Thompson. No, he went after Tyrone just to appease Tommy's fans, Soto Nation, and so forth. His whole channel was dedicated to TRS. You know, and then when he tried to do something else and do real talk, he literally lost subscribers. I'm like, Burnt Lip Stalker was his most successful character to date. And that's the thing, when Monty focuses so much on making parodies of other people, when he no longer has beef with that person, you know what I'm saying, his characters become useless. I'm like, he should focus more on Old Man Melvin and Pimp Longballs. You know what I'm saying? These other characters that are just really not funny. You know, I'm like, so, and that's the thing. And now since TRS and Tommy has a truce, Monty can't go at Monty can't bring his characters back. You know, I'm like, if he tries to go back at Tyrone would tell Tommy Sotomayor, he's like, hey, get your boy, me and you have a truce here. Call your boy off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he has to dance. I'm like, Monty's an idiot. I'm like, he has to rely on trolls. I'm like, he died 1,000 times. I'm like, LA destroyed him. Tyrone Thompson destroyed him. Michaela V destroyed him. Kevin Smith destroyed him. And the thing is, as I said before, you know what I'm saying, I may have taken some cuts and bruises here on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying, it's different with Monty, because Monty has been, he's been knocked dizzy. You know what I mean? He's been knocked incoherent, where he changed up his demeanor, and that's what it's about. You can say what you want about me, but I always have the ability to get on camera. I always have the ability to keep my composure and never really truly blow my top. Monty has, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, he's not even really built for this. And you know, over time, I'm like, he's wrote checks that his ass can't cash. Literally, he's been exposed to being a liar on so many levels. I'm like, it is gawking. I'm like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Words can't even describe it. You know what I'm saying? Me making this video was completely frivolous. Because the only thing he got working with him is trolls. You know what I'm saying? The Wood Grain Radio is some hood shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't even watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's even lower than Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying? That's what people watch it for, because of all the vulgarity and all the uncouth behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining to me. It's smut. You know, and that's why people don't watch the Wood Grain just to be enlightened and so forth. Now, Monty is someone that is ultimately Monty hung himself with his own rope. But let me go into the whole blow up doll thing. Because Monty said, well, I was part of the Wood Grain team when I did the blow up, when he did that vile act, you know, that video where he violated that blow up doll or whatever. And bear in mind, this is a male blow up doll. You know what I'm saying? Male blow up dolls have an appendage, and in that video, he's holding the dildo in one hand and grabbing that appendage in another one. You know, and the thing is, even though he will sit up there and say it's a doll that's made out of plastic and latex or whatever, the thing is, when Monty did that, that's when I started to disassociate myself from him. That's when I was trying to back away very slowly, and that's why Monty roasted me. Monty, you know what I'm saying, he fired the first shot at me. You know, that was the reason. You know what I'm saying? I just can't be associated with a scoundrel like that. But the thing is, I said this before, that when you make these videos, eventually your own interest and your own hobbies will infiltrate your videos, things you like doing. You know, even if your channel's not like that. Like Clifton Rainey likes cooking, you know what I'm saying? We see him doing cooking videos or things that people like or they're into, or even their job, you know what I'm saying? Like Queasy did a video talking about the you know, him working at a boiler room. I think he did some video talking about workout tips or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like to draw and things of that nature, and sometimes I'll display that in my videos. You know what I'm saying? So hence we had these hobbies and interests that we was doing before YouTube. See what I mean? So therefore I find it, you know what I'm saying, you'll have a hard time making me believe that Monty bought a blow up doll just for a service of a YouTube, for a skit. No. This is something he was already into. And why don't we come clean and admit it? I'm like, there's a market for that, you know what I mean? there's an audience for that. I'm like, he can come out with his own another channel where he does reviews on what's the best dildos to get, what are the best blow up dolls to buy. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's, you know what I mean, why fake the funk? You know what I mean? People will respect him if he comes clean. But I'm not going to sit there and believe because Monty did a movie, and he did a movie with an iPhone. I'm like, and he didn't even have, he was too cheap to buy a professional camera to do this little YouTube movie. So you want me to believe that Monty went out and dropped the ducats for a blow-up doll for a skit when he's unable to buy a camera? You know what I'm saying? He needs to get a real camera, not that camera. He had a camera in a plastic, I'm like, in a plastic wrapping or whatever. I'm like, what? Can that camera transform into a robot? Is it an Autobot or a Decepticon? I'm like, come on. So we know he had admitted on video that he's cheap, that he's too cheap to even get editing software. So therefore, I'm like, this is stuff he's on. I'm like, if I got on video and I was humping a stuffed animal, and you see numerous videos of me humping a stuffed animal, even I'm just doing this to make fun of another YouTuber, people are going to say, hey, wait up, man, that's kind of weird. And I'll say, well, it's not a real animal. It's made out of nylon, polyester, or whatever. It's just a stuffed animal. But it's just that imagery of it. It makes people think that I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, that this is kind of like a hobby of mine, or I'm into bestiality. So that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching, and Sally forth.